Well, hello viewers. Today I'm just starting out from the road station, the local bike stop. We're just going to test out the new GPR muffler I put on the bike. And the weather's quite good, so I thought it was a good chance today to try it out. So I'm just going to head down this road. I'll give it a bit of stick. You can hear that deep end growl. Riding the bike up here today, I did notice that there's a definite improvement in the bottom end of the bike. It's got definitely more power, not a significant amount, but enough that you notice. So it's quicker off the mark, and I think the most important thing is when you're going around tight corners, when you're coming out of the corners and accelerating, you notice the bike's got that little bit more oomph, which gives it a little bit more of a sporty feel. So it's definitely letting the engine breathe more with this GPR muffler. They did a good job on the design of that. It's an Italian company, and the muffler I chose, I actually had a video, you probably saw it, it's how to install it. But it's a ceramic white muffler that I chose, and they make all different types of designs, titanium, stainless steel and carbon fibre, but I chose the white because I think it's number one, it's unusual, and number two, I think it's a good combination with my Grand Prix red on the Honda, so that's why I chose it. Weight-wise, it's probably about 5 kilograms overall, less, 5 to 8 kilograms less than the factory muffler. But you don't really notice the weight difference at all, really. It's just like having a full tank of fuel or a low tank of fuel. You know, that's the sort of difference it makes. On the bike handling, there's nothing at all there, but it's definitely the power, low end power you notice. The sound is good. It does sound very good. It's not loud, it's not a loud muffler, so if you're riding in an urban area, you're not going to upset the neighbours. But it's enough that you do get a little bit of a different note. It's a lower note, which sounds really good for the parallel twin. Made a real difference just around these type of corners here. This is where you notice the actual GPR muffler starting to shine. It's definitely pulling very nicely. It seems to pull quite nicely as well. It gives a much more linear response. Head up this road. It's a little bit narrower, but should be a good road to try the bike out on. Now give you a good sound of the muffler then. Yeah, the GPR crew in Italy really do a nice job of their mufflers, that's for sure. I originally first saw this muffler quite a few years ago when I had a BMW, an RT 1200, the touring BMW bike, and I bought one for that bike, and it made a difference. So after I sold the bike, I'd sort of forgotten about it, and then I was looking at old photos, and then I saw my BMW, and then I remembered the muffler, so that's what enticed me to go and buy another GPR muffler for this bike. So I'm very happy that I did, actually. just see the top of Mount Fuji there way in the distance. Sorry, you won't be able to see that on this camera, it's too wide an angle, but yeah, I could just see the top of Mount Fuji. I'll have to remember that next time. Bring a different camera to take a picture to put on the video. Getting lower in altitude. I'll be interested in looking at the telemetry data later to just find out that hill that we were on back there, how high it was, to get a view of Mount Fuji. I don't think it's particularly high, but it's certainly higher than around here. There we go, it's opening out to a double lane here. Bit of a tight corner. And hear the muffler kicking in and bottom end torque. Accelerating out here. Here we go. Yeah, you can really hear it kick in there. It's lovely. Power is very good. The delivery is great. The power delivery is really good with this muffler. Road I really like too. It's a nice wide road and it's got some beautiful swoopers on, so this will be a good test for the muffler as well. It's pulling lovely. It's a very linear curve now with this muffler. It pulls all the way from right down right up to the top. Definitely the engine's breathing a lot better. It's a great day for a ride today. The weather's definitely good on the bike, on the NC. It's going very well. The road's nice and dry. I'm happy to actually try out the muffler today and give it a good test. Good chance. Just go up this road and cut through these mountains here and then back down to the river, and then we'll finish the day off. Okay, so here's the river. I'll just lift my helmet up here. So we're going to stop here. We'll end the video today from here. So I'd just like to say, thanks for watching, and I hope that my comments about the GPR muffler were good for you. If you do buy a GPR muffler, you can watch my other video about how to install it, and you can just see how it goes after you put it on. But I think you'll be quite impressed and happy with the actual overall design and performance. Okay, so we just stop the bike here for a second, and I'll just finish talking about the GPR muffler. So overall today, my impression is that the overall performance is definitely improved, especially the bottom end. You notice it. So when you're coming out of a corner, accelerating out of a corner, you definitely have more torque and more, I guess, more acceleration is a good way of describing it as you're coming out of the corner. It's a good feel. And also the response, it's very linear now. So going from slow speed to high speed, it's pulls constantly. So I definitely think the engine is breathing a lot better. So that's my overall comment. The bike, weight-wise, feels identical. There shouldn't notice any real difference there whatsoever. But the sound is good too, actually. It has a very deep rumble now. It's not loud, so as I said earlier, definitely if you live in a built-up area, you're definitely not going to disturb the neighbours. It's not really much louder than your standard muffler, but the note is much deeper and the rumble is much better. So it does sound good. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.